World War II didn't just appear out of nowhere. It was born from the ashes of World War I. We find Germany, defeated and humiliated by the Treaty of Versailles, left economically shattered, angry, and deeply unstable. This simmering resentment created the perfect breeding ground for what was to come. Into this chaos stepped a radical political movement. A leader with a seductive promise to restore Germany's pride, power, and prosperity. But Hitler's path to glory was paved with nationalism, militarism. In the dangerous act of blaming others for the nation's problems, the world watched, uneasy. First, Germany annexed Austria. Then, it took parts of Czechoslovakia. European leaders, haunted by the memory of World War I, bowed down and conceded to some of Hitler's demands. They hoped, with this tactic, to avoid another war. It was a terrible miscalculation. In September of '39, the line was crossed. Germany invaded Poland. There would be no more concessions. Britain and France declared war. World War II had officially begun. The world held its breath as the first shots were fired. Germany unleashed a terrifying new military strategy known as Blitzkrieg. Using heavy tanks and lightning-fast bombers, German forces stormed across Europe. Denmark, Norway, the Netherlands, Belgium, and France all fell in stunningly rapid succession. For a time, it seemed as if Hitler was unstoppable, but the war's scope was expanding dramatically. Germany made the fateful decision to invade the Soviet Union, opening up a brutal Eastern Front. Meanwhile, Japan launched a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor. The conflict was no longer a European affair. It was now a true world war, and the tide was about to turn. A series of monumental battles would soon decide the fate of the world. The brutal siege of Stalingrad, the naval clash at Midway, and the D-Day landings in Normandy were all critical turning points. The industrial might and sheer manpower of the Allied forces rallied to destroy the Axis powers on every front. By the spring of '45, Germany was surrounded, fighting a desperate losing battle. The Allied armies closed in from the west. The Soviet Red Army advanced from the east. Hitler, trapped in his bunker beneath the capital, refused to surrender. Finally, Berlin fell to the Soviets. The war in Europe was finally over, leaving behind a continent in ruins, and lessons about tyranny and resilience that we must never forget. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more.